It's kind of funky, isn't it? Oh. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Is it me? Is it me? Is it you? Who knows? Let's just see. Who knows? Yeah, that faint beeping noise, I'll have to figure out. Let's just see. Who knows? I'm curious if that fixes it. Yeah, that faint beeping noise, I'll have to figure out. Fixes it. Yeah, that faint beeping noise, I'll have to figure out. Okay, fixes it. I don't know why. Yeah, that faint beep. Totally messed that up. We'll, continue, because we don't know what's from the old, what's not. So we'll wait again. I was very silly. Totally messed that up. We'll, continue, because we don't know what's from the old, what's not. So we'll wait again. I was very silly. Totally messed that up. We'll, let me
plug this one
continue,
back in.
because we don't know what's from the old, what's
All right.
not. So we'll wait. I don't know. We'll figure that some other time. Okay, so we did work on this earlier, but I know it's been a while. So let's go back over it. Constitution of Terjit. Country controlled by the Igmite Empire, which sits below the high rule of the Tarlangonian Council. Article 1, Section 1. We, underneath the Igmite Empire, claim the surrounding area of Bloodbath Mountain to be our home. This place, on which our city stands, concretely decides our boundaries as sea to sea and sea to village. We will henceforth continue our construction of our country and begin with the ritualistic altar of which the gods can be summoned. Our land black and destroyed still leaves room for trees that are native to grow. Our soil, rich with the blood from Bloodbath Mountain, as is our dark stained water that flows so elegantly through our dark landscape. We, the people of Terjit, can hold claims of up to, but not limited to, 360,000 meters squared. Outside of our main country. Our small outposts will hold not only a financial component, but may also be used by our citizens or allies as a place of refuge and safety. Killing on this territory leads to certain banishment from the Terjit society, as well as possible execution, as this is the highest form of treachery that a man or woman can ever commit. The structure, which hereby stands upon our claimed land, extends another 100 meters in all directions, of which the rules above do not apply, even though the land is owned by Terjit under the Igmite Empire. Under the influence of the Igmite Empire, we, the people of Terjit, announce secondary city-states to accompany land from us and adopt our own adopt our doctrine, as it sits the ruling of our territory/territories. The application to become an allied secondary city-state will be officially overseen by all members of the Igmite Empire, as this institution stands firm with the morals of confidence in each sector of our beloved community. All laws will be considered federal unless the secondary city-state further commits that we complete an arrangement to allow them to change or abolish certain rules that prohibit the necessary needs and well-being of their own citizens. So Article 1 is all about territory. Article 2 is all about citizenship. So Article 2, Section 1. A citizen of our country, Terjit, will be considered by the font of the gods. Within the confines of our main capital city, we hereby decree that all members of our city make the homage to the font of the gods, where the person in question will be considered to obtain a role in Terjit. We, the people, under the rule of the High Talangon Council, hereby approve this movement and subsequently accept the new member into our society. 2. A citizen must live by the rules. These laws contribute to not only a safe place to live, but a feeling of peace and happiness as well. The main change between once a citizen, you will always be a citizen, which means that no, I will say all citizens are created equal and without further my phone was in a bad place. And without further judgment than they place upon themselves. We firmly stand with and for the people. We create a place of interest, capitalism, and wealth into these new lands. Our claim will be defended at all costs. Defended at all costs by our government and citizens alike. Alright, let's check chat really quick. Nobody's there. Say something. I'm giving up on you. Alright. Our claim will be defended at all costs by our government and citizens alike. We expect that in large scale terrorist movements or large-scale wars, that each citizen over the age of 8 have the proper training to go into battle and fight for the right to live. We expect that in large-scale terrorist movements or large-scale wars, that each citizen over the age of 8 have the proper training to go into battle and fight for the right to live. Our land will not compromise, as we are protecting the citizens on which ground they need for survival. Okay. What else can we say that's relevant? Let me look at a small little thing that I have going on here. Yeah. One last thing about the citizens is citizen works for the police if criminal is brought in under.
You want a PB&J? We got the stuff down.
Yeah. I'll make one.
You're gonna come in and do it?
Never mind. Put the stuff away. I'm in the middle of things.
Well, I can make it for you. Apple butter or...
Apple butter, please.
Okay.
Thank you. You didn't have to do that. Each citizen works for the police. If a criminal is brought in under your jurisdiction, under a person's jurisdiction, then the party who apprehended this lawbreaker will be subject to payment, as well as a gift from the officer of which the report is made by. Subject, comma, but not entitled to. But not entitled to payment, as well as a gift. One more thing. I know I had another down. We are doing renting for some people. Renting fees must be met on time. And nah. It'll be in the contracts themselves, probably. Okay. That doesn't make sense grammatically, but I'll ask later. I'm seeing Corey today, and we're going to work on this together. So, let me add all this to dictionary. Let me add that to dictionary. And let me add that to dictionary. Oh. Constitution of Territory. Yep. Our land will not compromise as we are protecting the citizens on which ground they need for survival. Compromise as we are protecting the citizens on which they need for survival. No, on which ground? That makes sense. Okay. Article 3. Ba-bam. And Article 3 is fundamental rights. Okay. Fantastic. All right, let's see fundamental rights. You're even serving it to me?
Don't leave the plate in here.
I won't.
If you do.
That's so kind. Thank you, Mama. That's the nicest thing ever. Oh my god, it's such a good sandwich. Heavens. And all persons are created equally under the gods of which in the heavens and look down upon us. We don't pass any further judgments onto others that they don't already pass on to themselves. Is a person's belongings are that person's the right to keep what you own. Apostrophe after? Oh, you know what? I can just get rid of the S. Alright, what are some other... Right to freedom. We don't have freedom of religion. Right to freedom Each member of our society is welcomed to complete freedom of how they spend their time, money, and personal activity. We are all encouraged to obtain what we so desire. What was another one? Exploitation, yeah. Equality, I already have. Culture and education versus rights, we're not even going to do. Not going to do right to property. Should be there. To develop. No, we're not. We're going to keep Article 3 the shortest and just move on to Article 4. They don't have freedom of the press, we do. They don't have freedom of speech. They probably should. Freedom to gather. I don't want this a horrible place to live. Press is important though, that one we have to keep. Okay. I'm actually going to do it for that one. Can always change and put more in later. Directive principles of state policy. J-A-N-U. I just totally got off track here. The government of Target. After my ADHD leaves. Alright, let's see here. The government of Terragit concretely announces its people to serve them, and the hierarchy serve people. In this collaboration that we call our society, we hereby achieve a power greater than any single man, but of a small division of men under which construction, money, capitalism, and success becomes the main role of our institution base. The government of Terragit concretely announces its people to serve them, and the hierarchy serve the people. In this collaboration that we call our society, we hereby achieve a power greater than any single man, but of a small division of men, under which construction, money, capitalism, and success become the main role of our institution's base. Founding. Each man under the king rules what they own and nothing more or less. Yet each citizen has a duty to report and to report anything that they ranks below if he's ever supposed to see. Each man under the king rules what they own and nothing more or less. Yet each citizen has a duty to report anything that they are witness to. The king oversees everyone as a whole but not individually, so all requests must be passed through the ranks below if he's ever supposed to see them. The religion of the Tory is known